You're here meeting investors potentially, also having met a key client. I'm interested in how you see the competitive landscape. Is it right that we say Mondays.com? Is it right that we say Slack? Where do you see yourself fit in?
Yeah, I think there's great diversity in workplace tools today, and messaging has really gotten a lot of attention. We all communicate, we all write messages, we all do video conferencing today, and I think business people are looking for what is the next advantage they can get. How do I elevate beyond the way I've worked for the last 10 or 15 or 20 years? And much work has been tracked in spreadsheets historically. So we believe that workers should be doing more than messaging and video conferencing today. It's a complement as opposed to a competitive angle. There is the next breed of tools that is coming on the market now, and that is this work management category, and it's helping regular people who are not IT-centric better collect, track, automate, and have insights from their data. So how can you not be constrained by the already scarce resources in IT and really empower more of your business users to be effective?
So when you say all of that, I think of Microsoft, Spreadsheet, Microsoft, and I think of Oracle as well. How come these big entrenched companies aren't doing more in this space?
Well, I think for years we've enterprises catered to the IT buyer. And a lot of these tools are wonderful and still are wonderful for addressing processes that are long-lived and long-lasting. So you can spend a lot of money customizing. Business is working at a different pace today. And there's a portion of the workforce that needs to react and act to take advantage. You don't have time to spend months configuring something. You need to do that in days or a day or less. And that's the advantage people are having today.
Talk to us about the acquisition spree, shall we call it? 3 acquisitions, but you've been looking to make bolt-ons, looking to extend the growth. Where else would be useful right now? What sort of appetite do you have for further?
Yeah, I think as we look at the needs of our clients, we serve about 80,000 customers worldwide on a paid basis, and you have certain categories that have very significant, even specific demands. So we made an acquisition this last year of a company called Slope, which gives us the advantage of doing work management in the context of digital assets. So any media company, any marketing group within any of our customers has this need today, and serving those very specific needs is far different and more tailored than simply the cost of doing business in Excel. So people are expecting very specific solutions in these areas, and we're taking moves on that, both organic development and through M&A.
You're based in Seattle. Caroline mentioned you're in town here. You visited a client. You're meeting with investors as well. Talk a little bit about what it's like to operate out of Seattle. Not that there aren't big tech companies there. I can think of a couple, but away from Silicon Valley and away from maybe the groupthink that tends to infect the industry.
Yeah, I think one of the benefits of being in Seattle, you have some amazing cloud companies in our backyards with Microsoft and Amazon. So there is tremendous strength in region. I think one of the benefits is the focus on execution. We have that luxury in the sense of we have to focus less on shouting louder than the neighbors. And I think you really do get to focus on building your business and serving clients first and foremost. In terms of being a Seattle-based company, we serve customers in 190 countries. So we're not a Seattle-based entity in terms of where we spend our time. We have headquarters in Boston and London as well. So it really is a global company.
I know plenty of chief executive will say, I don't look at the share price every single day. I mean, phenomenal 62% higher year to date, but there has been that sudden fall off in the last week or so. In a way, you've been caught up in what is the sector rotation going on. We've seen much love for cloud computing, much love for these general trends towards workflow companies, and suddenly the mood changes, people want out. How hard is that when you're seeing these sort of general sector rotations and you've got to be conforming to the performance of your business day to day?
Yeah, I think you need to have a long-term view. I've been with it for 13 years. This is not an overnight success. You have to pick your spots. We raised almost $380 million in June. The balance sheet is very strong. We can make decisions now and control our destiny. And I think that's the most important thing. You should be aware of share price as a CEO. It affects your employees. It affects who you hire and how you can address M&A. We feel very fortunate being up 60% this year. The stock's done very well since we went public at $18.50 short 6 quarters ago.